What's going on out there, YouTube land? Paul the Barbarian here, throwing a new video at you. It'll be a little bit of a short video. I'm sitting on the eve of my birthday, just thinking about things and going across things. Been reading comments. Thank you all for hitting me up. Make sure you leave more. It's always great to hear from you guys, and you let me know what you need to know about this fighting sport. I'm here to help you and put you on the best step forward into this world. It's crazy. It's fun. We all want to do it, and we all want to punch someone in the head, right? It's always going to be a good time. I'm also kind of shilling myself here at the end, but hey, it's life. So I'm just going to talk about a couple things. Top 5 things I wish I had known when I came into this sport. Top 5 things. Cardio and fitness. Super, super important. Constantly working on that. We're trying to compete at like athletic levels. We got to be athletes, right? It's a constant work. It's a constant go. You have to keep working on it. It's a building progress. You always have to keep moving with it. Next thing, asking questions. Ask questions constantly. Find your local leadership, hit them up, talk to them. Bug the hell out of them because they need just as much. They're all doing all kinds of stuff in their lives too. Don't be a nuisance, but hey, get the information you need so you can start out right. It's their job, and you're the one they're trying to help. So it's just kind of one of those things. Keep needling them. And it's okay. Next thing, maintenance. Maintenance is very important. Working on your armor, cleaning your armor after you fight, making sure your straps are all fixed, making sure rivets aren't blown out. Check your armor after every fight, before every fight, kind of a thing. Just so you don't have something really random blow out and you're like, oh God, the whole tournament's ruined because I blew out 3 straps and my chin strap broke. Like, you should know if your chin strap's going to break before you go into the fight. Kind of a thing. I mean, freak stuff happens, but if you see a rivet's half undone, fix the rivet. Next thing, this is about most things in life, but you get out what you put in. I've put a lot of time and effort into this sport and done a lot of things and spent, like, I spend most days just, it's in the back of my head, just niggling at me going, hey, guy, thinking about steel fighting, thinking about hitting people. It's kind of a thing. But you have to put it in. People, you don't go from not knowing anything to be like, top 5 striking eagle guy without work. Without putting the effort in. You have to put the effort in. It's a requirement. This is not something that we all are like normally built to do. Yeah, you can be athletic coming into it, but it still requires work to work on the skills and work on the techniques to be good at the sport. I've had a lot of people ask me like, how big can I be? How small can I be? I'm like, it's all about skill at that point in time. If you're a small, agile guy and you can kick his toe out and trip him, do it. He's on the ground, you ain't got to touch him, he ain't going to touch you. You're safe as hell, so you might as well do it. If you can outstep people and be quick, you're right off. You don't have any problems. You don't have to be a big thug to go and do this sport. I mean, it's nice. Things are a little bit easier, but if you can stay out of people's range, you can stay out of their reach, and you can just watch them trip, that's the best moment ever. You just got to go, oh, you're done. You don't have to do anything. It's great. And the last thing is fight, fight, fight. You have to fight to get better at this sport. People have been asking me about workouts to start up and get into this sport. The first one that's on my list, other than cardio, is soft kit fighting. Get a gambeson, get a lacrosse helmet or whatever, or put on a loner helmet, get some foam weapons, beat the crap out of your teammates. Go have fun. It's foam. You're wearing gambesons. It's a lot nicer than a steel sword. Just keep grinding. Every team in the country that's doing well at all in this sport is doing soft kit fighting every week, twice a week, 3 times a week. The Knights Hall's doing it every damn night. They are just grinding that pedestal down. It's perfect. Puts you up in the right place, gives you the great cardio workout that you need, lets you work on weapons form and strikes to strikes to strikes and blocks and everything else like that, and being able to run around and let you help deal with the heat. A big thing about this sport is heat casualties. Being not able to run around in a gambeson for 3 1-minute rounds or something like that and get the crap beat out of you. And you're all like, I can't breathe, I'm too hot. That's one of the biggest killers, like one of the biggest things in this sport. People are not killing people. Well, you can. Heat exhaustion's a thing, heat stroke's a thing. But you have to acclimate yourself to being in that and being in your gambeson. I take hikes in my kit. I go on like 2-mile hikes. I make sure they're not super strenuous, but I wear my kit to do it. Bam Bam climbed mountains with it. Mangler. Mangler, that's a guy. But Mangler climbs mountain in his kit. Like, these guys are nuts. I completely agree with him And I also completely agree with the fact that they're crazy as hell, coming from me. So, thought process on that. Soft kit sparring is really important. I mean, and the other thing is cardio and fitness. You just got to keep working on this, working on those things, working on those things. Doing little football drills and hot feet and staying agile. Being agile in this sport is actually a lot more important than being strong. You can be strong and stand toe to toe with a guy, but if he kicks your toe out, you're out. Like it's no good. I'm just going through a couple of things. I'm working on a couple of videos. I've got a whole lot of armor sitting around me that I'm going to be able to do profiles on, like hold up each piece and go, this is a gorget, this is a helmet, this is a shoulder pauldron, like these are cuisses, this is all kinds of stuff. Like all those little pieces of information that you have no idea what the heck it is. You look at a couple books and you're like, this is what they call it, but they call it something else, and they call it something else. There's a lot of different words that can be thrown around. It's like any niche sport or any kind of niche hobby that you get into. You talk to any carpenter, he'll tell you 20 different things for one tool. It's wacky. I am a carpenter, so I know. But we're moving on. I'm going to work on a couple of things talking about profiles of armor, different kits that there are, different kinds of kits that there are. I've got a couple different chest pieces sitting around. I've got a couple different helmets. And I'll bring up some more historical stuff, point you in a little bit of a better direction. I'm going to try and get a pile of helmets from the team, and I'm just going to point out which one's good, which one's not so great, which one has good qualities, like eras and time periods, and what kind of armor matches with them. Now for the shill part, apparently, go ahead and hit me up on Paul the Barbarian on Facebook, Instagram, I'm on Twitter as Paul the Barbarian as well. Other thing, random occurrence happened. My buddy Whaddup from the band Legendary made me t-shirts. Looks like the old school Paul the Barbarian, Savage X Paul the Barbarian. You probably can't see it all that great. I broke my phone camera, so now I'm using a tablet from 10 years ago. Working on fixing that as well. Recording equipment's not cheap. But you can find those at paulthebarbarian.bigcartel.com. Most of all the money that's going towards this is going towards my YouTube stuff. It's going towards my travel for steel fighting and working on gear. I mean, I've got most of my gear, but I still have to constantly fix stuff, and plus we're getting stuff for the team and everything else like that. It's just to help deal with those situations. And it's also letting me build up to being able to go and teach classes. It's one of the things I want to get out more and teach more classes, and give people the knowledge that they want, that they need. So past that point, hit me up in the comments, give me a like, subscribe, all that usual stuff from YouTube people. But I'll put a link in the description below. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you want to see, what you want to talk about. We'll talk about the meta and different kinds of strategies and everything else like that we're seeing across states and different countries. You all have a good one. Stay hungry.